restrictions apply. May not detect all threats and may inadvertently block wanted calls. Learn more at att.com/activearmor. Simplify your home smart technology with AT&T's Home Tech Protection. Get peace of mind knowing your home tech is protected, no matter when or where you bought it. Enjoy 24/7 tech support, installations, and repairs or replacements for covered breakdowns. Protect your tech investments today. Ask a representative for details or go to att.com/hometech. The choice is yours, guaranteed. With Unlimited Your Way, you can mix and match our best plans. Plus, you can change your plan at any time without any change fee. And you are not required to get our most expensive plan to get our best smartphone deal. Offers vary by device and model. Ask a representative for more details or go to att.com/unlimited. Did you know AT&T credits your bill from AT&T Fiber, Internet Air, and wireless outages? That's right, and it's all part of the AT&T guarantee, included for new and existing customers at no extra charge. So you get the connectivity you depend on, guaranteed, or we'll make it right. When the connection matters, it has to be AT&T. Restrictions and exclusions apply. Learn more at att.com/guarantee. The My AT&T app is now the AT&T app with a simplified experience and even more powerful features. Manage your devices, connections, and usage, and get chat-based support from Andy, our new AI assistant. You can also authenticate your account when calling in by allowing us to send a secure push notification to your device. If you have the app, log in to see the new features. If not, search for AT&T app in your phone's app store and download it. Or go to att.com/ATT app. Data rates may apply. Spam calls? It's not too late to activate the mobile security that's included in your plan. Download the Active Armor app, go to call routing, and set up your spam call blocking. Requires compatible device and download of the Active Armor app. Data rates may apply. Other terms and restrictions apply. May not detect all threats and may inadvertently block wanted calls. Learn more at att.com/activearmor.
Active armor. Activate active armor. Grace. Such grace.
What's your intent is? Simplify your home's smart technology with AT&T Home Tech Protection. Get peace of mind knowing your home tech is protected, no matter when or where you bought it. Enjoy 24/7 tech support.
Hello, I'm trying to lose a little weight today. Should I go to the gym and read a book?
Ask a representative for details, or go to att.com/hometech.
I would if your goal is to get stronger, I would if you have access to it, try to find a gym where there's a lot of either like Olympic weightlifters or power lifters. Of like those are the people that are gonna know what they're doing when it comes to this stuff. Like you don't want to waste your time.
Yeah, I think there are some really good
The
ones
choice is yours.
that are there, and it's a
Unlimited
very
your way.
nice
You can
facility.
mix
So
and match our best plan.
hopefully, I'll be better.
Francie, do you think I can lose weight by sitting on Clubhouse all day long talking about going to the gym and losing weight?
You need to lose weight. Maybe you can, John.
That's
My doctor said you could lose 20 pounds.
I don't know, but I do think that there is a stereotype with people who are overweight, and I would ask the question to the group: if you own your own business and you need a receptionist, and two women come in to interview, and they have the exact same qualifications, like on paper and
Do you want
even in
AT&T to credit your bill from AT&T Fiber, Internet Air, and wireless benefits? That's right, and it's all part of the AT&T guarantee, included for new and existing customers at no extra charge. So you get the connectivity you depend on, guaranteed, or we'll make it right. When the connection matters, it has to be AT&T. Restrictions and exclusions apply. Learn more at att.com.
based off of the weight loss statistics of the GLP and how it
Hello? Hello? Yeah, I can hear you. John Kitover.
I wanted to sign up for the AT&T Access. Yes. No, I'm approved.
Just to ensure the reason why you are calling us is because you applied for the access benefit. You were approved for that, and you want to set up a new service with that benefit, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you are in the right department, and I'm going to help you with that. So, before to look for your access application, which you were approved over the season, I just want to make sure that it's going to be possible to set up internet services with AT&T on your address. So, in order for me to share that, you confirm please the address where you want to get your services.
Yes, 5562 West Edmonds, apartment number 1, Chicago, Illinois, 60630.
Let me confirm just to make sure that I got the right address. It's going to be 5562 West Edmonds Street for, yes, apartment number 1, Chicago, Illinois, 60630, correct?
Correct.
Thank you so much for confirming that information. Now, if you play between 1 to 2 minutes, I will check if there is available internet services with AT&T over there.
Okay.
Not giving the nicest person in the world vibes.
I'm not saying it's me. I'm just saying that happens. I'm not talking,
okay.
like.
Just kidding.
I'm glad that you put me in that position. Okay, Teresa.
I don't know what you look like. I don't know what you look like other than you told me you're Ginge, which I like Ginge people.
I hate to interrupt, but can I lose weight by sitting on Clubhouse and listening and talking about going to the gym and reading a book all day long?
You're weird. I'm actually pretty
Okay, John, you can't make the same joke twice in 5 minutes. Yeah, step it up.
I will say there's some history to this pretty privilege thing. There's something called the ugly laws that happened. I was talking about this maybe a couple months ago in this Scott Snatch space too. There were ugly laws that if someone was disabled or mutilated somehow or facial burn, like there were like laws to keep them from going outside at certain times of the day. So it's like sometimes even laws.
On the line. Thank you.
Thanks.
pretty and have had a pretty privilege. I'm so sorry because I think we're all victims.
Well, since we live in a structurally white racist society, I have white privilege.
When people started telling me that, every time I see a cop with a little air gun, I was like, shoo. Listen, it's not real. It's just like what Bliss said. Like, definitely, I think women are very catty to other women. And if you are pretty, and you go into an office, you get a job, and the other women will often.
Thank you so much for waiting online. I received information and there is available internet air service over there, so it's going to be possible for you to get a new service with that benefit, okay?
Okay, great.
We work to start with the process to create a cell phone under your name in order for you to get those services. We just want to let you know when you're going to get service and we'll get also and multiple trainers will pay for that.
Okay.
So we were just going to do that. Even if you were you, I sent you an email with information about that. We were letting you know the information.
Okay.
Awesome. So in order for me to get your email, we're going to look for your action application. Could you confirm me please the cell phone number that you put on the application when you apply?
Yeah, it's 312-498-0517.
Second, we look for it. And I got it. Like I say here, you applied with your exam card and you were approved for that. And also, I received today. So now let me select the information here.
Okay.
In that case, I told you for the service available for you with AT&T on your address will be internet here. That internet works without wires because it's a wireless internet. Also, the internet speeds that will be able to get with that service are going to be between 90 megabits per second to 300 megabits per second. Hey, now, the regular or the standard price for that service will be for $70. But as you apply for the access benefit and you were approved for that, you are eligible to get a monthly discount for $30 off. What that means that instead of paying $70 for that service with the access benefit, you will have to pay only $40 for the access fees every month.
Is it possible to get the fiber optic, not the air?
Oh, actually, that will be the only service available for you because there is a fiber optic. Because when there is available internet here, the fiber optic is not available. That will be the only option if you want to get internet services with AT&T internet here.
So it's an air card?
Sorry, what was that?
It's an air card?
No.
You said it's wireless, right?
Yes, you can wireless, like a Starlink, maybe.
It's Starlink?
No. It's like similar, because as that service is a wireless internet, that service doesn't work without the wire. You will get your internet services through via Athena by Techno. That is the internet here.
Because I already have a fiber optic that I'm paying like $60 a month. So
Is that with a different provider or with AT&T?
it's with AT&T.
So you already have an account under your name?
Yeah.
No, I don't know what it is off the top of my head.
Let me see.
I'm just trying to figure out whether or not I should keep it or do this downgrade.
No, because if you haven't, if you already have an account with AT&T, we're gonna apply the access benefit on your existing account.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Let me see. Let me see if there is an account under your name, okay? Give me 2 minutes.
Okay, thanks.
Not be taking advantage of the next pair of it. Honestly, it's worked out pretty good.
Is it true what they say, Albert, that nice guys finish last?
Like, I don't know who made up that statement. You make it up?
It's not about that. Some of the nicest things kindest things you can do is set a boundary, right? Because inevitably human nature, if you continue to be something that irritant, what I mean by that is like repeating the same type of
I
action.
got the account under your name, and in order for me to pull up that account, do you know what is the 4-digit account?
I think it's 6126.
And competition, you're definitely going to have some type of toxic dynamic. That's just what it is.
Okay, but how about this? Let's look at this. Is my favorite, and it's disgusting, and it's bothering me, and like I'm disappointed because as a female, I was so excited when the WNBA actually started to be looked at and was put on the map, and like people are getting excited to watch the games because of the players and the type of game that they're playing. And then we have these catty bitches, and it's something it's worth noting because with men in competition in the same sport, they lift each other up, especially when they're the best. They want to play together, or they recognize that that man has done something for the league or is really good at what he's doing, even if there is rivalry on the
I'm just working for you. Give me 1 minute more on the line.
It's gotten to such a nasty place.
Okay, sure thing.
Like maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah, I think it's true. I don't know why that is, but it's interesting. I'm just glad I'm retired now, or I could just work on my own. No offices again.
And social media makes it worse in the beauty industry because now you have the additional element of the marketing piece and how you're getting in front of customers. You know what I mean? If you're not.
And don't forget, you have to compete against men that dress up as women and put makeup on TikTok and Instagram.
Okay, thank you so much for waiting, John. Also, I appreciate the information about the price of the internet.
I earned my practice, and my biggest failure, and you guys will be surprised about this, is I was too nice. and I got backstabbed really bad, like several times. And that's one lesson I wish I would have learned, before I opened my practice. Because people will stab you. And I think a lot of it was just like envy or jealousy just because, I was the boss. But gosh, if you guys knew the leeway that I gave people, when I was like the nicest boss you could ever have. But doesn't matter, doesn't matter a bit. But what about Clubhouse? I mean, do men handle conflict different than women on Clubhouse?
Services will renew each month at the applicable rates. Which are subject to change. You can cancel anytime by calling us. To apply that benefit on your account, do you agree to place the order?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming for that. Also remember that at the end of this call, I'm going to send you through your email and through your text message the confirmation about the process that we are already done. And just in case that you want to check your bills, make payments, check the internet speed that you are getting, manage your internet service at home, you will be able to do that if you download my AT&T app and Smart Home Manager app. Also, I already applied the access benefit on your account. That means that you already have the discount applied on your account. But before to let you go, I just want to ensure that I cover all your concerns. So I don't know if you have any other question, is there any other service that you want to share with me, maybe any concern about your last bill?
No, everything is great. I appreciate your help. You've been fantastic. Thank you.
My pleasure, John. So thank you so much for calling AT&T. Remember that you were talking with Juan from the Access Department. Have a good one and please take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Juan. Take care. Bye-bye. That's how you get business done in the Philippines.
Things are according to you, and then placing that and those feelings on other people and their behavior. That's all, I guess.
Do you think this conversation would be considered privileged?
Okay, say that again?
I love going back at people when they project on me. And they're like, how the hell do you know that? Project your shit on me. I give it right back.
Hey, Albert, can I project onto your projection and just say that projection is real? It is a subconscious function of the brain where we communicate our own internal self-esteem issues onto other people. Thank you. I am complete.
Oh my gosh, Chicago.
It's actually true. Well done.
I know.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will accept flowers and free gifts and dinner on Friday. And I love Coach and I love Chanel and Gucci.
No, you're cheap.
I also love Van Cleef necklaces that are over 3,000 a piece.
How about just a Cartier lock bracelet?
I'm just wondering, do you think that people on Clubhouse are privileged and entitled?
No, I think they're stupid. Wait, did I say that out loud?
Is that projection? Should we activate the projection detection mirror system? Are you stupid, Al? Are you stupid? That wasn't the question, Al. Are you stupid? Was that a projection? Are you projecting?
Why are you squawking?
Well, I've had a great morning so far. I just cut my high-speed internet bill from $65 a month to $40 a month.
To tell.
That's a text me.
Love my new story. Like,
I was just thinking about you this morning too. I was looking for your phone number.
I'll send it to you in back.
No, I have it. I found it.
Okay. Oh, man. It's crazy. I had to call CHP. There's a man walking across the freeway. I've enabled hand raising, just FYI.
Okay.
Chicago.
People don't actually hate me. They just use me as their projection totem.
I don't hate you at all. I just don't like being recorded and streamed. That's literally quite it.
I like being harassed.
Well, harassment more than her faith, sweetheart.
I like your commentary most of all of the time, and I mostly always agree. I just don't like to be recorded and streamed. That's it.
But you're on a recording and streaming live stream app conference call as we speak. So again, are you projecting?
Again, I am choosing to.
They kicked me! They kicked me! What the fuck?
Okay, but I asked you about Iran.
So the Iranian play in this gray area. The American can't invade the Iranian land, the homeland. So if you can't invade the land, we will still embark.
The question: what kind of person?
You are being recorded.
Why would you record? I mean, like, what is behind
Well,
that?
let's be honest. In that situation, there's some deeply psychological. I mean, he has. I don't know if anybody has seen the number of devices he has. Like, it's probably 50 cell phones. Like, he he could be coming back in. See, he's probably a non down there. Yeah, I mean, there's something seriously fucking.
Projection alert!
Basement kind of thing.
Projection
I don't care
alert!
at this point because the derangement is so amazing that they did themselves the largest disservice ever. If you actually wanted to make an impact by recording these individuals, you only would have done a select few clips, had better commentary and edits when uploading them. It's so oversaturated at this point. Nobody in their right mind, police because a crime is committed, or the person with derangement who's recording is going to ever go back and listen to any of that. It doesn't even matter.
Exactly, Bless. There's too much.
There's too much content.
The time I ever even knew what was happening and looked at it, I was like, holy shit. I was like, Elena, you got a few gyms in here, but other than that, you'd have to wade through like hundreds of thousands of hours of garbage.
Very clear for the recording or otherwise. I see it as a form of harassment, and the continuance of it, I see it as a form of harassment.
Oh,
what
shit.
that's going to mean for him in the future, is what that's going to mean for him in the future.
Well, he's going to be mayor of one of the largest cities in the country.
From your lips to God's ears, derisive.
I think people should just, really just acknowledge it for what it is. We've made it clear we don't want to be reported. We don't want to be harassed. We don't want him interrupting conversations. It is what it is. It's harassment. I mean, hell, is that not harassment? I don't know.
It's harassment, Dr. Adams.
You tell somebody not to do something and they continue to do it.
Stop being who you are. Stop being who you are because it's harassing me.
Continue to penetrate that barrier and antagonize.
Penetrating.
Well,
I
penetrating.
don't know what else.
It's penetrating and it's harassing me with the
I don't
penetration.
understand why he does it, because, honestly, people would allow him in rooms and spaces, and I just, to me, I'm not sure what he's getting out of it, because there's...
What am I getting? What would I get out of being in a room with you all day talking about nothing? Nothing!
If you went to one of his many YouTube channels and Instagram profiles, like I'm talking a lot of them, he's streaming this shit, doing weird shit while he's doing it. I mean, people look at him with pity. If he understood, people see him as mentally ill, and
I'm getting paid for it.
People would tolerate him, but for the fact that he's got a fucking screw loose, then you're not I don't understand if he's actually capable of more stalking people, taking this even further. There's some right. That's what it does.
Is he doing it for attention?
Yeah.
Quite clear what his motivation is.
If I don't have attention, I don't have an audience.
Right. If he, once in a while, he can be erudite and just hang.
Erudite.
But that is few and far between.
he was claiming for a long time, I don't know if he believes this anymore, but he was claiming for a long time that all of his recordings of Clubhouse are being packaged together for a pending deal he has with Netflix to make a documentary about Clubhouse.
Great. So see, you could be starring on the Netflix documentary.
I hope I am.
That ain't getting past our legal department. Again, he's harassing people on the internet and then packaging up to feature that as a documentary. Like, I mean, what in what way do people not see? Like, this is deep.
The room is on replay, baby.
Francie, like, what conversation are we having? This man is crazy. Absolutely crazy. And, I'm just going to frame it for what it is.
Projection alert system has been activated.
And ill. And I don't want to have any contact with him. I feel like people should just let it begin and end there.
I mean, nobody wants to be disliked, regardless of what they might say. And to put yourself in a position where you're constantly hated, berated, not welcome in spaces.
For harassing people.
Yeah, but
there's a cause and effect.
No, let me finish. My whole thing is like it can't be helping, him as a person. Like you're not. And the other thing is like imagine if you put all of this time and effort into something in bettering himself or bettering society or humanity or literally any fucking thing else besides what you're doing. It just that to me just demonstrates some type of psychosis.
Do you think he's in shape though? Do you think he's in good shape?
No, that's a calm shaped man titty floppy bitch. I mean he's not a big back.
Absolutely not. There's nothing going on.
Yeah, there's nothing there's stuff going on. I mean, that's a big back in the making. A big back.
Oh, big back in the making!
That's what's in the making. So, that's a deeply ill human being.
Like, think of a child who always acts up at home or in school. A lot of times, maybe not always, but a lot of times they're not getting positive attention for anything. So the only way they get attention is negative, and then that becomes like their norm, and they become adults who that's how they get attention. I agree that like there's probably a diagnosis there. I don't know what it would be, but yeah, definitely. But I think a lot of it's for attention.
I think it is too, but to answer derisive question, no, I don't think that he's in shape. I think he looks rather disgusting, especially when he's in his underwear yoga. Do you guys remember when you guys were a little kid? And
the underwear yoga king, that's what they call me on Clown House.
And it's still skinny with the side, and they're still big on the sides. That's how he looks, especially in those underwear. In the boxer briefs.
This is the John Kitover Show, a package deal for Netflix valued at $100 million.
His body clogs the brain waves in his brain and makes him function in a truncated way.
Truncated?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. But
this is the John Kitover Show. Coming to Netflix in October 2027.
I think he should seek help.
2026.
Right. Any reasonable person can look at his activities and say that this man needs help.
Projection alert system has been activated.
I mean, this app is the best place in the world. It attracts the absolute craziest people in the whole world, many of whom go clandestine in their craziness until it becomes very clear much later. It's just like the top freak show, all brought to your phone, served through your...
The John Kitover Show, a new Netflix series starting in August of 26.
Yeah.
I realized I do come here to get my fix. What kind of madness is going on in Clubhouse today?
Yeah, the craziest thing that ever happened on this app is that murder that was broadcasted where they shut up the house.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh,
let me see what I can find out about this. And I ended up in their fucking group chat on Telegram. Oh my God. Oh, I did.
Clubhouse murder.
I went way too far, and then I got freaked out because shit got real. And I was like, oh my God, I'm reading all this stuff about like how they're beating up this girl. I'm watching videos of like this girl and this other girl named Kiki and Ashley fighting all the time. Man, I went back for 7 months because Telegram lets you go back and back and back. I was in it. 48 hours later, though, they did remove me because I came in. I was the only white girl, even though it was like a fake account. They like
Resistance.
when there wasn't like a
I thought I smelled something.
I was like, who the hell is?
Oh, take a shower, man.
And then I was like,
Smell
oh,
like shit.
No, I'm just gonna stay in my lane.
Francie, is that true crime stuff turning you on? That murder, the real murder?
It was bad. It was so bad.
I remember when it happened, but I didn't know too much about it at the time.
I could tell you everything. I could tell you the club that they were in. I could tell you how they were illegal sports betting and all this other shit. I could tell you how like they kept having like hood meetups where they would have.
Welcome to Israel Zionism Room, Dr. Resistance.
We're gonna throw shit on BB when he gets here to the General Assembly in September. Horse shit too.
Why limit yourself just to horse defecation?
Horse shit on that devil cock-sucking baby killer.
Why don't you get a bucket, start collecting your own feces for a more personalized defecation attack?
Nah, because then they'll try to charge you if you use the horse manure from Central Park. It's not really a crime.
Oh, you're just cleaning up.
Yeah, you're just cleaning up more shit on top of shit.
BB death threats.
That's not a death threat, throwing feces on BB.
Well, that's what I'm reporting you as to the FBI as making death threats. Death threats.
Dick suckers. They don't do their job anyway.
Well, it sounds like projection to me.
We're gonna throw horse shit down BB's throat. And we know what hotel he stays on Park Avenue anyway. He be hiding like a little bitch when he comes to New York City.
Projection alert system has been activated.
We don't want no baby killers in New York. You heard what Mondani said.
What do you mean? You guys abort 1,000 children every day in New York City.
Yeah, the Jews and the Christians kill them. And they rape them too.
They rape the aborted babies?
Yeah, you didn't know that? That's what they specialize. Why do you think they use their hand to go to do the abortion? They put their fingers in their butt first.
Sounds to me like projection.
No, that's what the Jews do. Why do you think they do the mouth circumcision?
They do a circumcision with their mouths?
Yeah, you know that. They take the foreskin and they gargle it.
They chew on it and gargle it. Got it.
Yep.
I'm reporting you to the FBI, New York City branch.
Yeah, the FBI already know me. I've been told them to fuck off.
Name is Resistance. Almighty goes by Resistance number 4 on Clown House.
The feds got my resume. I've been told them to eat a dick.
Well, what are you doing? Are you sitting at an open-air mall having a slice of Sbarros and a large lemonade?
No, I'm in front of the UN right now, waiting to see if I see a Zio.
Oh, gross. Well, I keep writing Donald Trump and encouraging him. I keep writing Donald Trump and encouraging him to stop funding the UN and just close the building down so people like you can get a job and stop wasting their time sitting in front of it all day.
You sound like you're far away. Your mic, you got your phone side.
Can you hear me?
Are you alcoholic? You sound like a white alcoholic.
Is that a projection alert? Are you white?
Most white people are alcoholics, so it's not a projection. It's more of
An accurate analysis.
no. It's more like either assumption or analyzing. Like your throat sounds raspy, like you smoke a lot of cigarettes.
Alert.
Drink a lot of Budweiser.
No, I like Bud Light, sir.
Bud Light, Budweiser, same thing.
What do you think about Miller High Life?
About who?
Miller High Life.
Miller High Life, I think he's a piece of shit.
You don't like Miller High Life? It's the king of beers.
No, I think all beer is disgusting.
Why is that? What do you think about?
because it's just the way the white man gets rich off of people's addictions. Because everyone knows alcohol contributes to tens of thousands of deaths every year.
Did you say deaths?
Deaths. Yes, people dying.
Deaths.
They either having kidney disease or liver disease because of alcohol, and then they're having the car accidents because most white people they drive drunk.
Yeah.
Just the facts are, you look at the numbers of DWI, that's a white crime. Everyone knows that. It's just like child pedophilia. Everybody knows it's a white crime.
What makes it white?
That they're the ones who like doing it. They are the largest number of the people who do it.
White crime.
Just like in Europe, when they try to lie about the Pakistani animals, they rape the children or breed the little girls. Yeah, that happens. But the reality is that it's the white fucking Viking Anglo-Saxon that does most of the child raping over there.
White criminals.
The Pakistani savages.
Where do you get your crime statistics numbers from, sir?
From the UN, you get them from Amnesty International, you can get them from Save the Children, from all different type of people who document these crimes. They've been doing it for probably as long as you've been alive.
Wow. Well, sir,
everyone knows these are white crimes.
You've earned yourself a moderator badge. Congratulations.
What happened when I read?
I'm going to update the room title to Resistance versus the White Man.
No, Resistance versus the White Savages.
The White Savages.
Donald Trump said he'll fuck his own daughter if she wasn't his daughter, so that just goes to show you the minds of white people. He was asked multiple times if Ivanka wasn't his daughter, what would he do? He said he would eat her ass.
We are talking to Resistance versus the White Savages. Do you think Donald Trump is a white savage?
Oh, he's worse than the savage. That's like a compliment for him. Donald Trump is a real piece of scum. Trump is worse than AIDS and cancer put together.
So if you put cancer and AIDS in a viral injection, you get Donald Trump? He left.
Then she told me the story, and I referred her to someone else, but that's how it came out. Was she told me the whole story, and I believed her. It's pretty messed up.
Yeah.
Damn, we don't have to report it. So it's mandatory reporting is like, it's pretty clear that then it's the same today, that like you can't, like unless it's like an active threat, like, or an imminent threat to the public or her, like, so if it was like several years ago.
The virtue of selfishness, the monument builders, page 102. The desire for the unearned has two aspects. The unearned in matter and the unearned in spirit. By spirit, I mean man's consciousness. These two aspects are necessarily interrelated, but a man's desire may be focused predominantly on one or the other. The The desire for the unearned in spirit is the more destructive of the two, and the more corrupt. It is a desire for unearned greatness. It is expressed but not defined by the foggy murk of the term prestige. The seekers of unearned material benefits are merely financial parasites, moochers, looters, or criminals who are too limited in number and in mind to be a threat to civilization until and unless they are realized and legalized by the seekers of unearned greatness. Unearned greatness is so unreal, so neurotic a concept that the wretch who seeks it cannot identify it even to himself. To identify it is to make it impossible. He needs the irrational, undefinable slogans of altruism and collectivism to give a semi-plausible form to his nameless urge and anchor it to reality. To support his own self-deception more than to deceive his victims, the public interest serves to the public are the means, the tools, the swinging pendulums of the power lusters, self-hypnosis. Since there is no such entity as the public, since the public is merely a number of individuals, any claimed or implied conflict of the public interest with private interests means that the interests of some men are to be sacrificed to the interests and wishes of others. Since the concept is so conveniently undefinable, its use rests only on any given gain's ability to proclaim the public, c'est moi, and to maintain the claim at the point of a gun. No such claim has ever been or can ever be maintained without the help of a gun, that is, without physical force. But on the other hand, without their claimed gunmen, would remain where they belong, in the underworld, and would not rise to the councils of state to rule the destinies of nations. There are two ways of claiming that the public, c'est moi. One is practiced by the crude material parasite who clamors for government handouts in the name of a public need and pockets what he has not earned. The other is practiced by his leader, the spiritual parasite, one who derives his illusion of greatness like a fence receiving stolen goods from the power to dispose of that. The Rand, the virtue of selfishness, page 103, the Monument Builders. Of the two, the material parasite is psychologically healthier and closer to reality. At least he eats or wears his loot, but the only source of satisfaction open to the spiritual parasite. His only means to gain prestige, apart from giving orders to is the most wasteful, useless, and meaningless activities of all, the building public monuments. Greatness is achieved by the productive effort of a man's mind in the pursuit of clearly defined rational goals, but a delusion of grandeur can be served only by the switching, undefinable chimera of a public monument, which is presented as a munificent gift to the victims whose forced labor or extorted money had paid for it, which is dedicated to the service of all and none, owned by all and none, gained by all and enjoyed by none. This is the ruler's only way to appease his obsession, prestige. Prestige in whose eyes, in anyone's, in the eyes of his tortured victims, of the beggars in the streets of his kingdom, of the bootlickers at his court, of the foreign tribes and the rulers beyond the borders. It is to impress all those eyes, the eyes of everyone and no one, that the blood of generations of subjects has been spilled and spent. One may see in certain biblical movies a graphic image of the meaning of public monument building, the building of the pyramids, hordes of starved, ragged, emaciated men straining the last effort of their inadequate muscles at the inhuman task of pulling the ropes. They drag large chunks of stone, straining like tortured beasts and burn under the whips of overseers, collapsing on the job and dying in the desert sands, that a dead pharaoh might lie in an impossibly senseless structure and thus gain eternal prestige in the eyes of the unborn of future generations. Temples and palaces are the only monuments left of mankind's early civilizations. They were created by the same means and at the same price, a price not justified by the fact that primitive peoples undoubtedly believed, while dying of starvation and exhaustion, that the prestige of their tribe, their rulers, or their gods was of value to them somehow. Rome fell bankrupted by statist controls and taxation, while its emperors were building colosseums. Louis XIV of France taxed his people into a state. In Rand, The Virtue of Selfishness, page 103, The Monument Builders. Ayn Rand's The Virtue of Selfishness, The Monument Builders, chapter 11. Socialism may be established by force, as in the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, or by vote, as in Nazi, National Socialist Germany. The degree of socialization may be total, as in Russia, or partial, as in England. Theoretically, the differences are superficial. Practically, they are only a matter of time. The basic principle in all cases is the same. The alleged goals of socialism were the abolition of poverty, the achievement of general prosperity, progress, peace, and human brotherhood. The results have been a terrifying failure. Terrifying. That is, if one's motive is men's welfare. Instead of prosperity, socialism has brought economic paralysis and or collapse to every country that tried it. The degree of socialization has been the degree of disaster. The consequences have varied accordingly. England, once the freest and proudest nation of Europe, has been reduced to the status of a second-rate power and is perishing slowly from hemophilia, losing the best of her economic blood, the middle class and the professions. The able, competent, productive, independent men are leaving by the thousands, migrating to Canada or the United States in search of freedom. They are escaping from the reign of mediocrity, from the mawkish poorhouse where, having sold their rights in exchange for free dentures, the inmates are now whining that they'd rather be red than dead. In more fully socialized countries, the famine was the start. The insignia announcing socialist rules in Soviet Russia, as in Red China, as in Cuba. In those countries, socialism reduced